Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and today so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually be doing some tutorials on Garrys mod, and these tutorials are going to be for this server that I play on. The IP is in the description on Garrys mod. It's a DarkRP server, and I really enjoy it. I've been on this server quite a while. I even donate to the server VIP. That's just how I've got this skin right here, and I also got made moderator because I think it's because I was on the server quite a bit and I do help quite a lot of people. So so I've been told to make some videos, and I volunteered as well to make some videos for you guys if you're new to the server and new to Garrys mod, to help you with like the basic things of the RP and stuff, RP servers. This would be including making bases, keypads, and just general stuff like that. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I'm actually doing right here, this is my character, and yeah, this is connected to a camera, which if I press the button now, as you can see here, so if I press 0 again, which I've binded the button to, I get to go in that camera mode. So if I press V, I can fly off. So let's get started. I'm just going to be building up on this tower over here because I don't want to like distract any other people who are, you know, on the RP server. Not many people are on the RP server at the minute because it just restarted. I think it actually crashed because of a couple of things. It restarted, then crashed, restarted, then crashed again. So I was a bit confused what was going on, and I was the first one on the server. But one of the other moderators down there is just making I think an AFK zone or something like that. So yeah, the basic things we're going to start with, I don't know if you can see, is keypad and fading doors. I'll also be teaching you a couple of other stuff as well along the way. So what I'm going to start with is actually spawning in a dupe base from like the server files. So if I go into tools, I do it like this: advanced duplicator, which we'll be speaking about next time. If I go to SSS and go to base, press open, let it load in. It's going to be a big base, quite a big base actually. I don't know if it fit. Hopefully it does. Let me adjust it right here maybe. Is that enough space for it? Of course, yes, that's good. So as you can see there with that little loading thing, it's going to start pasting, and you can warp through stuff, by the way, when it's pasting. Just make sure you're not in between something when it finishes, or you will get stuck there, as you can tell right here. So I've got stuck. So when it's finished, you'll see another copy. Just go to physics gun by either using your scroll mouse, or as you can tell, it has like letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 6. The spare slots are for weapons and other tools, just so you know. So I've got my basic base here, and just before I do start making fading doors and all that, a great thing to know is when you join this type of server, and it may be the same for other servers as well, if you press F4, and when you press F4, it will come up with this screen. So this, you can put amount of money you want to drop on the floor and it will drop. So I'm just going to put down 1 drop. Okay, that's an invalid number. Oops. I'll put 100 instead. I've got quite a bit of money, so I don't mind. So when you drop the money, there is an error sign, and this error sign is on quite a few servers. But if you want to pick it up, you simply go where to the middle bit is of it and you press E, or you can get the gravity gun, drop it and press C. It depends if you want to do that or not. But also if you press F4, if you're holding a weapon, you just press it, drop current weapon. Make shipments and request license. You need to be facing the mayor to get a gun license. Cellar doors I've never used before, and give money. You have to be staring at someone again to give them money, or you can just use the drop money. You've got the forums. Come back, sorry about that, I had to skip because some idiot sent me a message on Skype, and it always quits me out of Garrys mod when someone does that. So I recommend closing down Skype when you're playing on Garrys mod. So as you can see here, you've got the forums. It's on the Shank server. Well, that's what it's supposed to be. Just got the 4 there. You've got the rules. You can pause the video to have a look at them. You've got donate, which I've already done. You've got staff, moderators, as you can see, I'm there. Jobs, right. So you get the basic kind of jobs, which is citizen, civilian protector, gangster, mob boss, gun dealer, medic, mayor. You will not get idol, and you will not get a mini idol. These are for when you get VIP, also VIP for Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Doctor, I think the Hacker, and Sonic as well. So yeah, when you do pay for VIP, you get quite a bit. Also, you get the TARDIS with that, which I'll show you in a different video. So this is another basic one: SWAT, security, drug dealer, black market dealer, thief, and hobo. So yeah, you can be them. Also, you've got entities, which is printers. Printers basically are like a legal thing. Depends, because the mayor can make them legal. But if there's no mayor on, then it just goes back to the default thing, which is printers are not allowed. So you can have printers, but if you get caught with them, it depends what the civil protectors do with you. They might fine you or something like that. So as you can see, diamond printers cost a price of 20k, which is quite a lot, and stuff like that. This gives you money as well back. So what they do is it actually prints money, and it pops up. They're a bit glitchy now and then, but they're still really good. Shipments, weapons. This depends if you're a gun dealer. So I think if I go to gun dealer right now, press F4, go to weapons, I can choose 3 weapons for pistols to buy straight off. Shipments, which is like different crates of weapons. So let me buy something quite cheap, like some pump-action shotguns. If I go to gravity gun, I can move this around. Just press E, then press E on the weapon, and as I said before, guns go into different slots. So if I press 2, it goes to keys, press 3, goes to gun. And you can't hit fire, but if you aim in, then you can shoot. That might be different on different servers, but in this server it's like this. There is a certain amount as well, and they're a bit annoying and glitchy like that sometimes, but you get used to it. Another thing in F4, sorry if this is going to be a long video, but this is kind of like the basics. Pistol ammo, you buy that if you've got a pistol. Shotgun ammo, you buy that if you've got a shotgun. Rifle ammo, you buy that if you have a MP5, AK-47, M4, MAC-10, and I think sniper rifle as well. Vehicles, the basic ones on this server are just the airboat and the jeep. So yeah, I'm just going to change back to a different job because I'm not actually playing at the minute. So yeah, now we've gone through the basics of that. Also, when you do change to a different character, your stuff does delete, not your base, but your shipments, to make sure you're just not cheating and stuff. So right, now we're going to get onto like the fading doors and the keypads. So the first thing you want to do is you want to press Q. I think there's another button for it as well. I thought actually you type in chat something like menu, but mostly people just press Q. You have to hold it down, by the way. There might be other ways of doing it, but from what I know, I just hold down Q and it pops up. So you've got different things like this. You can't spawn in these in because you're not a super admin or admin. I don't think admins can. I think they need to opt themselves or something, but or admins can just do it straight off the bat. Chairs, when you buy them, they count as a vehicle, so it's pretty good. So you can buy a chair. As you can see, you press E on an object when you're when you've grabbed an object. You press E to move it around, and you press right click to hover it in midair. And if you just press that again and drop it on the floor, go like that, then it stays in that position. You can't move it. But if you just tap it, then you can move it again. Also, if you press F2, it buys the chair. You don't have to buy the chair, but I recommend it because then other people can't steal it off you. And then if you press E on the chair, you can sit down in it. You can do a 360, which I still don't get, but that's Garry's mod for you. Sometimes it will glitch into the wall. If you have VOP, you can do like soft clip, or if you're moderate, you can just press V. If you've actually binded the thing to that, I've binded V to no clip. If you do get stuck in any ceilings, just ask for a moderator or admin to come help you and you know, get you unstuck from that kind of situation. It's like I was saying, I keep on getting off topic, but there's actually quite a lot to know. Sorry if I'm speaking fast as well. So the first thing you want to do, so say that you built your, let's say you built a base, or you just used, you know, advanced duplicator to get a base. This is a pretty good base, I use it quite often. Then this base is not on all servers. From what I know, this base is just in the server file on this certain server. You also press E on buttons to, you know, you press E to interact with things. So basically, see how it's highlighting up on fading doors? That means that, you know, that kind of object's been selected. Also, this is a must. This is a very, very must. You need to make sure your button, whatever it's bind to, I'm going to make it something easy, so I'm going to make it L. Actually, wait, let me make it M. So button M is my fading door. You want it to have it like this. You can choose different ones, what it looks like. I like to have that, and most people do, because it looks good. So just have this settings, what you see here, and whatever door you want to highlight. I like to use this one. There is a thing there, so I'm just going to make that like that and like that. So when you've done, it'll show up what things are binded to M as green. So when I press M now and hold it down, as you can see, you can go through it. And if I turn around and let go of M, I can't get through. So that's why it's a fading door. You press M again. You have to hold down M as well, and then you can just let go of M and it'll be shut. So the next bit of the RP, this is where the roleplay actually comes in. If you do make a fading door, you must, repeat, must have a keypad. And this is another thing as well. So you need to put your password in here. It can't be 000. You can't use zeros, I don't think, whatsoever, when you use access password. You need to have these settings. I recommend having your settings quite low. Don't have your access denied or access granted for long, because if you have your access granted for long, then then the fading door will stay open and other people can get in. If you don't want them in, then they can still get in because of how long it is open. So as I was saying, this is where the important thing comes in when you're making a door, because I've seen a lot of noobs when they actually come into the server, or they're just, you know, new to Garrys mod or new to the server anyway. You always need to have your access granted and access denied key as the key that you used for your fading door. So ours was M for the fading door, so we put M there, and as you can see, it like twitched in the background. So when you've done that, you know that you're done, and just make sure you've got a password as well. So mine's 2288. So if I put it, I think I can actually put it anywhere. 2288. Okay, and whatever door it's binded to, it will access. A thing you do need is this the keypad. Why you need the keypad is for the RP and the police, so they can actually get into the building, or it counts as prop blocking. So 2288. Okay, I can go through, and then it shuts because of the duration time. And then you always need a keypad on both sides. So you want to put a keypad on this side. The same settings. Press OK and go through. So that's fading doors and keypads. That's basically the basics. You don't have to use the keypad when you're using it. You just have to have that on so other people can get in. Who people are just me and him at this minute on the server. So you, obviously if I press them now, you can just go through it. If you go down to render, as you can see here. You can choose colour or materials. I suggest any of them. You can use any of them, or paint. And trails, you just add them to vehicles and stuff what you want to move. So if I add a trail to this, pick it up and move it, it's lol in pink. So if I get the colour tool, I'm going to use the colour tool. I'm going to make it white. Wait, do I want it white? Yeah. And you can just, oh wait a minute. If you choose white, it's just the basic colour. And you can basically just colour your base if you want to. Colour anything that's a prop. Even the chair, even that. Everything. So you can have a blue base if you want to. Blue ceilings, blue lamps. You can change the colour of the lights when you spawn them in the light section. As so, boop, boop. So if we go outside by pressing M right now, V. Oops, I went outside the map. You can just colour your base up. You can't colour. That's not your prop. So just so you know that. Colour the laser as well, blue-ish. Just gonna make a blue base, because why not? There's no clip through that. Looks like one of the other moderators is here as well. You can't pick up things that are already been spawned in as well, so if I press F2, I've got that now. If you go on lights, like I was saying, you can choose a colour. So you can have red lights if you want to. Oh, I've hit the lights limit. The reason I've hit the lights limit is because these lights, when you spawn the lights in, they count as your props. So I can't spawn any more lights in on the server. But when you spawn in lights, there is quite a lot you can spawn in. So yeah, thanks for watching. Next episode, we're going to be talking about the duplication, advanced duplicator, and a couple of more stuff, basics of the, like, how starting off as well, what to do when you start off, and maybe I might build a base myself. But until then, which won't be that soon actually, will be soon, sorry. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. This will be in a playlist, so you can just go to the playlist and watch all of them. So yeah, see you guys next time. Adios.